to be as clear and distinct as they can possibly be. So his method involves intuition and deduction. Intuition and deduction. Okay? Well, it's in the light of that kind of demand that he initially is a skeptic. Yes. Because when he tries out these rules, lo and behold, it doesn't give him much grist at all. Well, this starting point of Descartes has been much criticized, much criticized. When we get to American pragmatism, we'll see one of the originators of the pragmatist tradition, Charles Sanders Peirce, talks of the doubt as being completely unreal. Descartes doesn't doubt these things at all. No, it's a methodological ploy. You see, but what's the point then of a methodological ploy? Why not just believe what you believe anyway, and if it stands scrutiny? Well, the difference between this starting all over, which they're doing in an age of skepticism and other approaches. One of the ways in which it's been criticized is that Descartes tells the story of shutting himself in a stove-heated room one winter. He was traveling apparently through the Netherlands, or at least the Low Countries, and decided he'd have to literally sit the weather out a while. So in a stove-heated room, he decided to engage himself in seeing if he could formulate the whole range of things which he believed in this kind of intuitive deductive system. You see. Now, can you imagine it? Here is Descartes in his stove-heated room. Brr, cold out there. Let's get some more wood on the stove. Now, where were we? Do I have really a body? Oh, we need some more wood on the stove. You get the implicit contradiction? In other words, what he is doing in theory is contradicted by what he is doing in practice. You see. Now, that didn't bother him, because the kind of criterion he was working with was not a pragmatic criterion. You see. He had a different kind of demand. Our practical experience might be explained in some other way, you see. As was the case, of course, later on with George Berkeley, the subjective idealist. But typically, the realist who wants to argue that we have a direct awareness of reality is going to reject Descartes' method altogether. You see, if you say we have a direct awareness of external realities rather than it being entirely representational, then you don't need these proofs. You see, the fact that you're cold proves you have a body. Ever been seasick? You know, I can't imagine anybody who's seasick and has still a week at sea to go even imagining they didn't have a body. You know, it's one of the most awful things. You feel as if half your body has already gone overseas. But so forth. Well, that's the kind of criticism he sometimes gets.